I never imagined that the worst betrayal of my life would happen in a room full of people, or that my own husband would be sitting right there, watching it unfold, in silence. My name is Emily Carter, and that morning, I walked into the boardroom believing I was finally about to claim the seat I had earned. 10 years of loyalty. Late nights. Missed birthdays. I had helped build that company from nothing. That chair at the head of the table was supposed to be mine, but instead, they stripped it away from me, calmly, professionally, and cruelly. The chairman cleared his throat due to recent restructuring. The board has decided to move in a different direction. I felt my stomach drop. Then he said the words that shattered me. Emily, your position is no longer required. Gasps echoed around the table. I turned instinctively to my husband, Ryan, the man who had convinced me to merge my shares with his for our future. The man who promised we were a team. Ryan didn't look shocked. He didn't argue. He didn't stand up. He just sat there, avoiding my eyes. That was when I noticed her. Melissa, my sister-in-law. She was sitting in my seat, smiling. The room blurred. My hands trembled as I gathered my things, every step toward the door feeling heavier than the last. No one stopped me. No one defended me. And the man who vowed to protect me didn't even follow. In the elevator, my phone buzzed. A text from Ryan. Let's talk at home. Don't make a scene. That was at point 10 years of marriage. Reduced to a text message, when I walked into our house that night, Ryan was already there, calm, collected, as if nothing had happened. They needed someone more agreeable, he said carefully. You understand. This was business. Business. That's when I realized something terrifying. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't miscommunication. This was planned. And they thought I would cry. They thought I would beg. They thought I would disappear quietly. Instead, I smiled. Because the moment they took my seat, they handed me something far more dangerous, time, and I was about to use it for weeks. I played the role they expected. I stayed quiet. I packed my things. I didn't argue when Ryan moved into the guest room to give me space. But while they thought I was broken, I was watching, listening, learning. Late one night, while Ryan slept, I opened the laptop he'd never bothered to password protect. That's when the truth revealed itself. Email after email, contracts, private messages. Ryan didn't just betray me, he sold me out. He had transferred my shares into a holding company under his name months ago, forged signatures, hidden clauses buried in documents he had rushed me to sign. And Melissa? She wasn't just his sister, she was his partner, in business, and much more. Their affair had started 2 years earlier. They planned everything, my removal, her promotion, the slow erasure of my authority. What they didn't plan for was me reading the final email. Once Emily's out, we control everything. She'll never fight it. She's too emotional. I closed the laptop calmly. That night, something inside me hardened. I didn't scream. I didn't confront them. Instead, I called an old friend, Sarah, a corporate attorney who owed me her career. Over coffee, I slid the evidence across the table. Forgery, fraud, insider trading, conflict of interest. Sarah leaned back slowly. Emily, this isn't just a civil case. It was criminal. Over the next month, I moved silently. I reopened a consulting firm under my maiden name. I contacted investors who trusted me, investors Ryan had burned bridges with. I rebuilt my network, piece by piece. Then came the final move. I filed for divorce. But I didn't ask for money. I asked for transparency. Ryan laughed when he saw the papers. You really think you can win against me? I smiled back. You already lost. The court subpoena hit 2 weeks later. Auditors, investigators, federal interest. Melissa was removed from her seat first. Ryan followed shortly after, escorted out of the very building where he once watched me walk away alone. And this time, everyone was watching. Ryan tried to call me after the news broke, once, twice, 20 times. I didn't answer. By the time the case concluded, his reputation was destroyed. His accounts were frozen. The company cut all ties. Melissa vanished from the industry entirely, and me, I was offered my seat back. I declined. Instead, I launched my own firm built on ethics, transparency, and people who knew my worth. Within a year, we surpassed the company that once humiliated me. One afternoon, I ran into Ryan outside a coffee shop. He looked smaller. "Older Emily," he said quietly, "I never thought you'd do this." I met his eyes calmly. "I didn't do it to you," I replied. "I just stopped protecting you from the consequences." I walked away without anger, without revenge-fueled rage, just peace, because the strongest revenge isn't destruction, it's walking away stronger, and letting the truth do the rest. And that seat they took from me, I built my own table, and I never looked back.